Welcome to the Outsourcing Insider. Today we're talking about how you can get a job in the USA from the Philippines. So you live in the Philippines, but you're hoping to work for an American company. This episode is for you. I've been hiring people for 14 years, and I've helped a lot of my colleagues hire people in the Philippines as well. So I'm going to teach you what we're looking for and how you can get a job. All right, in preparing for this video, I've got a checklist of 18 different things, okay, that will help you get a job and become a virtual assistant working for an American boss. So get out your pen and paper and let's see if you can list all 18 things by the end. So item number one is a pretty simple question. Do you have a computer and do you know how to use it? Okay, so there are a lot of degrees, a lot of education in the Philippines teaching you all things computers. The Philippines really encourages outsourcing and helping people become a virtual assistant. So chances are, if you've got a college education, you've really been taught well how to use a computer. Okay, item number two that you're going to need to be a virtual assistant, you need a reliable internet connection. Most of the main islands, big cities in the Philippines have great internet. Even when I was hiring people 14 years ago, the internet existed. And guess what? It's gotten way better. Many cities now have gigabit internet, just like we have here in the USA. Now, if you still don't have amazing internet in your home, obviously you've got internet somehow. You're watching this video. There are internet cafes where you can go and upload your content when you're done with it. But that's requirement number two, is you've got to have access to reliable internet. Okay, requirement number three, how reliable are you? And how responsible are you? Or how dedicated are you? Can you work from home and manage your own time? Do you have the discipline to do that? Or do you need to be at a place where you're constantly doing a task under supervision, right? So we're just starting to check off some boxes. Do I have this? Do I have this? Well, can I work by myself without supervision? And what about your work environment? Do you have an environment where you can focus? Are there going to be a lot of kids running around? Are you a parent? That's a great thing. Do you have a dedicated space when you can work? Or can you manage the nap times of your kids so that you can have time to actually work? Do you have the support of your spouse? Do you have the support of a neighbor or a babysitter? Can you alternate schedules with your spouse? So when your spouse is working, you watch the kids, and then when you're working, your spouse watches the kids. Okay, number five might sound like a little bit of a repeat, but I want to talk specifically about any skill sets you might have working on a computer. Because if you've got skill sets specifically like, I know how to edit in Adobe Photoshop, or I'm really good at bookkeeping. If you have a specific skill set like that, that's going to really help you become a virtual assistant in a field like that. So let's go on to number six. Number six is you've got to create a profile at virtualassistanttool.com. That's the website that I've used for 14 years to find every one of my team members. Now, since I said everyone, there is an exception. I have a spouse of one of the people that I found there. So I went to Virtual Assistant Tool, and I found all of my team, and then I have two members that I found through those people. Now, when I go to a profile, I'm not just looking for a resume. If I'm looking to hire a video editor, I want to see their experience. I want them to talk about why they want to work as a video editor. What's their background? How long have they been doing video editing? Do they have links to their portfolio? If I'm looking to hire a bookkeeper, I want to know about bookkeeping. Why did they choose bookkeeping? How long have they done it? What type of clients have they done bookkeeping for? So customize your profile to really speak to an employer. What are we looking for and how do we know that you're the best candidate? Now, tip number 8, I'm going to give you a suggestion of what to look for in an employer. What's going to make a better job for you in the company and the boss that hires you, okay? Now, ideally, hopefully your boss or the company that's going to hire you will create a system for you. So instead of you having to come in and create a system, I'm hiring you for a position and you've just got to come and figure out what our system is and how we do that. For example, if I hired you to run Facebook ads, but I don't have a system, and you're just all right, I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to figure out what ads should look like and how long we should post and what our budget is, right? Versus if the company that's hiring you has a system and they give you step-by-step instructions, this is what you're going to do, this is how you're going to do it. Trust me, if they have a system and they hire you to run the system, your job is going to last a lot longer. You're going to have clear expectations. Okay, tip number 9, submit a video application. So when I'm reaching out to people, I actually send them a selfie video. So I record a selfie video of me and I talk to them and I introduce myself and I say, hey, I'm Nate, give them some details about my company and about myself. Then I tell them about the position and what I'm looking for. And then I ask them, will you make a selfie video for me? Will you introduce yourself to me? Will you tell me why you think you'd make a good fit for this position? Can you tell me about your experience? Maybe tell me where I could find your portfolio. So I have them send me an application video. And I encourage you to do that. Even if the company or the person who you're applying for doesn't request it, send them a video application. You will stand out above everyone else that only submits a resume. Tip number 10 is to follow their instructions. Like if they ask you to do 5 different things as a part of their application process, don't miss one of them. That'll be a way that they can filter you out, because employers need to know that the people they're hiring can follow instructions. So if you need to read a few times that paragraph that tells you how to apply just to make sure you don't miss anything, it's worth the time and effort. Now, number 11 is going to be challenging for you. When you get hired, or if you get hired for a trial assignment, be open about your struggles. Be open about the things you're unclear on. I've learned in Filipino culture, you don't want to let your boss down. You don't want to disappoint. And when you don't know something or you're stuck, you're afraid of telling your boss about that. But I want you to know, as an employer, I actually love hearing those things, because it's hard for me to know how to train you, how to guide you and help you become a better asset for me. What makes it easier is when I can give you an assignment and then I get questions back and I hear where you're stuck, because then I can explain. That actually gives me more confidence. So you're going to need to reprogram that fear that's in your brain and just say, you know what, I'm going to let them know where I'm struggling or what questions I have or where I get stuck. Tip number 12 is to offer to do a trial assignment. You could probably assume that there are a lot of people applying for one position or for a couple of positions. And if you want to show them confidence and really show them what you're capable of, offer to do a trial assignment and just say, I'll keep track of my hours, and if you don't like the work that I've done, then you can hire somebody else. Now, I definitely don't want you to do this for free. When I hire somebody for a trial assignment, I let them know, yeah, you're going to be paid for this. Keep track of your hours and I will pay you just like I would a full-time employee for the amount of hours that you work. If you offer to do a trial assignment, how could an employer turn that down? They get a chance to test the water with you and you get a chance to show off your skill. Tip number 13 is, when you're employed, take initiative and be a team player. So be a team player, meaning get along with all your other coworkers. Find out how to build bridges and build friendships within the company. And when I talk about taking initiative, like if you have ideas or things that you see that will really help the company, like go out of your way to do things that will benefit the company. So I'll tie that in with idea number 14, and that's to show that you really care about your boss, that you really care about the company. If you learn what the goals are for the company and your initiative and your efforts show that you're really focused on those same goals, that'll go a long way in getting you promotions, helping you move into positions of leadership. That clearly means that you're valuable to the company. Tip number 15, be reliable. Do what you say you're going to do. Do you want to be an employee that people can count on, that people can rely on, or that better have a backup option in case this person isn't able to do it? You want to be the one that's reliable. Tip number 16, communicate regularly. I recommend WhatsApp versus email. Email, it's so easy to have things fall through the cracks, whereas WhatsApp, with asynchronous communication, whether it's written, whether it's audio, whether you put an attachment, I highly recommend regular communication on a tool like WhatsApp. Tip number 17, and this one's awesome, use a screen capture tool to record images or video so that you can actually show things. Oh, it is just so helpful, because working with somebody on the other side of the planet has its challenges. But with tools like screen capture video, it makes it really easy. You can just show what you're looking at, point with your mouse, record your voice talking through it. So if your boss sends that to you, and if you send stuff like that to your boss, it makes communication way easier. Now, I've tried to pack as much as I could in this episode, and I hope you found it helpful. If you want more, I've created a full course. You can go to va.school. So VA stands for virtual assistant. So va.school, and you'll find a course there. I recommend you go check it out.